Welcome back to the in-depth playthrough of Elden Ring, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and we have changed our drip again just a little bit. This is full Raging Wolf armor with the Black Flame Monk hood. I think it looks pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. So, where we left off in the last episode was we are neck deep in the capital. We are well beyond the proverbial meat and potatoes of Elden Ring. We are now in the slow-cooked pot roast potatoes dauphinoise portion, if you will. Creamy, silky layers of sliced russet with a creamy, cheesy infused base with herby goodness soaking into the warm body of the starchy deliciousness. If that didn't make you hungry, I don't know what would, because I make a really mean potatoes dauphinoise. Look that up if you don't know what it is. It's French spelling, I believe. I don't know how to spell it off the top of my head, and if I tried, y'all would make fun of me. Alright, that's my objective. I've been talking about this for the last 2 episodes now. I want the damn spear, and I'm gonna get it. We have to fight our way through here to get to it, though. So here's kind of what's gonna happen. Let me just map this out for you. We're going to deal with this gargoyle, and he's not easy. He's particularly difficult. I mean, probably 2 screams, like 2 breath attacks max is what it would take for him to kill me, I bet. He's not quite as hard as the one that's out in the Dragon Barrows in front of Gurunk, but he's still pretty hard. I'd call him maybe the second hardest one in the game. So what we need to do is we need to follow this route up, and I think what I'll do before we actually follow that route all the way is we'll probably go up here where this big Colosseum is. I think there's another NPC invader up there. I don't recall. I have a feeling there is, but I don't know for sure. We'll have to find out when we get there. But we have some badasses that are kind of patrolling over there, like the guys that you see at the bottom of catacombs, and they usually throw the cape off or whatever. I think you can get that cape as a drop from these guys. It looks pretty cool. But we're going to run up there, do the big hill with the Colosseum. It's just like a small side area. I don't think you can go all the way around it. It'll end relatively quick. But once we do that, then we will follow the routes all the way up, and it will take us to... It should take us all the way up there, right? And once we get up there, then we're going to have to work our way back down. Like, we'll have to get down to go out those steps. There will be an interesting secret over there that I can't unlock just yet because I don't have the right incantation for it. You can see it right over here by the by these perfumers. But what I need to do is I got to follow the steps all the way over. I think that's what I need to do, right? Yeah, I just got to follow these steps all the way over. Don't even have to fight that Crucible Knight, I don't think, because it's... Yeah, the drop down is before him. So we'll just jump over the railing, drop down, get the spear, and probably upgrade it and use it immediately. So without further ado, let's, well, I say let's just get right into the shit, shall we? Okay, these guys generally resist fire, but I'm just going to use it to pull him. He's going to do it. Yep. Okay, so he's not that... Alright, I thought for sure, like, half health we would be at from one of those attacks, but I guess not. It's not that bad. Alright, so what we can do against this guy is... There we go, I want my plus 16 one. And we are gonna poison his ass. Can't bleed him, unfortunately, because he's made of rock. Wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense at all. Bro. Come on. Get poisoned, you motherfucker. Ugh, that does hurt. I wonder why he's not running at me. God. He's gonna kill me. He's right as I say, I wonder why he's not running at me. Ah! I'm gonna say it again. Thank God for the return rune, because we'd be dead. Get poisoned. I don't like you, man. I really dislike everything about you, and I think it's very... It feels almost redundant to try to fight him like this, simply because... Yeah, do your second hit. Boom, bitch! It does feel almost redundant to fight him like this, mostly because I think he's at like half health now. Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, hell, I could finish him with this dagger, I bet. If he would stop. Alright, let's do this. Man. Do you ever just have one of those days? And no, I'm not making a Limp Bizkit joke either. It is not just one of those days. There he goes. Screw you, man. It's not about the he said, she said bullshit. I'm gonna try the spark on him. No, man, you're not getting through this shield. You stupid if you think you're gonna get through this shield, motherfucker. Okay. Nope, not even with that. Good luck. Turtle stab the shit out of you, man. I'm just gonna finish you. You're causing way more trouble than you're worth. What the hell? My shield was up. Okay, let's not get super greedy. Right. Nah, brother. Come on. Just get dead. Just get dead. There we go. Ever since turtle stabbing that one on the bridge earlier in the level worked so well, I decided that that's just like the smartest tactic to employ. Like, it seriously is. I mean, turtle stabbing that guy, did you see how well that worked? I mean, shit. I really wanted to poison him to, like, speed the process up because we don't need to poison him. Oh, wait. Let me get this spread. Yeah. No bubbles. Blossom and Buttercup only. Thank you. Can probably turn around and use that right away. That'd be smart. Okay, we know what's down here. High page, rather. I'm not gonna... You know what I do? I wasted all my flasks. I do need to use it. And the gargoyle shouldn't respawn if I hope I'm right. I don't want to kill that guy again. Could we do it pretty quick? Sure, but why waste the time? We need to get to Godfrey in this episode. Yes, thank you. And then don't have any sacred tears under our allocation. 10 and 4 is fine for now. All right. Thank God he didn't come back. Super happy about that. Alright, what attack do I have other than that fans out in a large radius? Could try this. I just want to try stuff that, like, fans out. Yeah! And I kind of just like picking on these guys. They suck. Alright. Go back to our trusty poly bow. So we were not able to poison that guy. When I helped Jeremy, my friend... Can't jump down there. We wouldn't want to anyway. We've already been over there. Hopefully that giant tiger doesn't respawn either. We need to get over there. That's what we're going to do. So instead of following the tree route up, we'll just go straight across. We're going to stick to the plan. No item right there to get. They would do something like that. I wouldn't put it past them. We don't want to drop down right there. Okay, here's one guy. I know there's more than one. There definitely is more than one. So how are we going to deal with this guy? Simple. As if he were a boss. He bounces off of you. And then he gets his poise broken super easily. Oh, didn't mean to do that. There we go. A little bit sloppy, but instead of like attacking, I was trying to hit my buttons so I could two-hand, and then I was just gonna sweep him on wake up. That would have cleaned him up real good. And then I would have double sweeped him, and that probably would have done him in. Those dogs are scurrying about of their own accord. I don't like that. So this in particular, when I look at this, it's very like the color of this fog against the rock and the brick. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Bloodborne, like the aesthetic of this part. I know that this game doesn't compare even remotely to Bloodborne. Like Elden Ring is basically the same thing as Dark Souls 3, just skinned differently with a couple extra mechanics. Don't anybody come at me for saying that either. Like that's not an insult, but the colors in particular in this level, like that color in particular with the transition to the fog, kind of reminds me a little bit of like Canehurst, sort of. I really like it. And there's no getting over there or anything. We know that that divine tower up there, that little section is where that golem was, I think. And that's where that's where the elevator is. I really like piecing together how everything is done in this game. And how connected stuff is. It's very enjoyable for me. So we're going to backstab the living shit out of this guy. Eat that. Now we're gonna do this. Mine's better than yours! Oh, that was cool. That was like one of those videos, like if Michael Bay directed Elden Ring. If you've never seen that video, you need to go watch it, man. It's really well done. It's so short and so simple, but it's really cool. Wash away what I've done. Yeah, it's really good. I can see it in my head already. Okay, so this raises HP when, or raises defense when HP is at maximum. That is pretty much, speaking of Dark Souls 3, that's pretty much the copy and paste equivalent. Damn it, Torrent would make this part easier. The copy and paste equivalent of the I think it's called the Stone Sword Ring, I think is what it's called in Dark Souls 3, and that y'all need to like tip your hat to me for remembering that, because of all the Souls games in existence, that's the one I have not played in the longest, is Dark Souls 3. Or maybe Bloodborne. It's pretty damn close between them. I haven't fired up either of those games even once on this PlayStation 5, and I don't even remember the last time I plugged in my PlayStation 4. So, like, it's currently plugged into the TV in the living room in case I want to watch, like, Blu-ray movies or whatever, or play a game that's only on PS4, but, you know. And that talisman that we just picked up, that's a difficult talisman to utilize as well. It's not super easy to use. Is that the gold face? Damn, I had no idea that they came up here. Interesting. Hello, gentlemen. What are you, fucking immortal? Huh. You seem perfectly mortal to me. Yeah. the hell off my mountain.
Master, whatever is the matter, please, I implore you, continue. Continue your reflections, your rhythms. I must be the one to record them. What matters this issue of Radigan, really? The Erd Tree, heart of the Golden Order, lies before our very eyes. Why must these qualms come to you now? We were on the very cusp.
The cusp of what? I mean, this guy is on the cusp of like, he doesn't even talk, bro. Like, listen, man, I need to have a word with you, because the best and most valuable friendships are the ones where you can hold the people that you care about accountable and let them know when they're wrong or when they've lost their way. It's more than just getting along and sharing interests and being acquainted to each other. My pal Corin down there has been following you. He looked everywhere for you, and I just, I'm just speaking my feelings here, but it seems to me that ever since he found you, which is all he talked about, mind you, he just seems to be having a bad time, and I really don't care for that. So why don't you say something, tell me anything to change my mind? Well, I hadn't thought about it like that. Okay.
Oh, was that you? Sorry, I hardly noticed. I'm a little shaken since the Master ceased his movements.
Yes, that's great, but
That is a work of heresy. It's
they're all works of
Very
heresy.
well,
You don't like
even if
any of the books I give you. Dude, if you even got like the tiniest taste of the hentai that I read, like, bro, you don't even know what heresy is, okay? Like, my shit would make you go blind. Now, what can I do now? It's the Lord's Heal is the real good one. But why? Why does it cost less than Great Heal? That's weird. Okay. Lord's Aid, poison. Okay, so we want that. And that. And that. It costs more FP and definitely heals more health. Why is it cheaper? Oh man, this guy's like a fast food miracle place. He's like, man, why would you just buy them separate, man? Just get the combo. It's cheaper. Don't care about Discus of Light. It is strong, but I'm not gonna put any kind of points into intelligence. I just won't do it. And then Honed Bolt, I could have swore we bought this. Maybe we didn't. I should be buying these, man. I really should. Like, this lightning one in particular we're going to need because none of our shields are that good. And we're going to run into some lightning enemies that are just the worst. Especially in Farum Azula. Okay. I think we're pretty much good.
The Master's reflections had heightened as we neared the Erd Tree. While still a precise calculus, the rhythms grew increasingly wild until he simply ceased. Now the Master is facing quite the puzzle. The Golden Order is founded on the principle that Marika is the one true god. However, the name of Marika's second husband, King Consort Radigan, also appeared. Who exactly was Radigan? The Master is stumped. His finger has remained still ever since Radigan's name was discovered. Curse my mediocre mind. The Master only has me. And here I fail him. Who exactly? The Master, his finger. But the why must we were on the...
Interesting. Okay, so he has come to the conclusion that he doesn't understand who Radagon is and what the importance is of his existence in respect or in relation to America. And here's what I'm wondering, since I've never gotten these two this far in the quest line, like I flat out didn't even know they would be up here, I wonder what would happen if I go and use the law of or what's it called? Is it called the law of erudition, I think? Regression. The law of regression. We're going to use that on a statue down below Godfrey, and it's going to reveal a huge lore twist. And when I found out about that in my original playthrough, like I just on my own wondered about it. I was like, there's no way that this is pure chance. I went and used that miracle because there's a developer message. Ooh, the star fist. There's a developer message right in front of the statue that says something about the regression reveals all or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, it's a strength weapon, but man, that's cool. It causes bleed. Yeah. Like giant angry fuck you spike fists. Like that's metal as shit. I'm wondering if when I go uncover that, if I come and talk to them again, can I like give them that information? Can I tell them and then further their quest line, or I wonder what's going to happen. So I'm really glad I got the Gold Mask's perspective on things. I was ready to just tear him a new asshole, you know? But, oh, don't mind my phone vibrating. You can probably hear that. My mother's calling me. And I don't mean to say that rudely. Of course I'm going to call her back. Of course. I love talking to my mom. Just not in front of you guys while I play Elden Ring. That would be awkward. Okay. So up we go. Up, 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 up the tree we go until we come to the tunnel. And once they go in, there's no coming out. He's always hungry. He always needs to feed. All he gets is filthy tarnished. And they doesn't taste very nice, does they, precious? No. Not very nice at all, my love. The Elden Ring will be ours once the demigods are dead. I see you down there. You ain't sneaky. I need to go down there, though, because that's the other side of the bridge, the item that we need. Question is, how am I going to get back? Oh, not the poison arrows. I don't want to waste those. Fire, though, works exceedingly well against these guys. Yes, you don't like that, do you? Man, if you're just gonna heal, like... I'm just gonna put you down. Sorry. You were good, kid. Real good. As long as I'm around, you'll always be second best. See? That's the second time I've made that Jim Carrey reference on this channel. First time was a long time ago. Like Dark Souls expert walkthrough, I think. Name that movie. No. You're gonna stop that. How did I miss? Bruh, he was headbanging. That dude was listening to, like, Suffocation or something right there. Not their new stuff either. I'm talking, like, 1995 Suffocation, like Infecting the Crypts Suffocation. You need to go check that shit out if you're not familiar with it. Oh, man. You talk about a headbanger. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I can hear it. How the hell do I get back up? I hope it'll let me jump. up onto the next branch. I don't want to have to, like, warp back. That'd be a pain in the ass, dude. See, what the... Oh, I can see where it... Okay. Crisis averted. Pay no mind. I promise I've played this game before, I swear. You! I want to get to... Oh, hello. Nice little... What the... That reach. Good lord. Oh my goodness. My mom. I feel like a terrible son right now. She's calling me again, and she's probably like, he needs me. Why else would he call? She probably thinks I'm in trouble or something. Even though I literally never call her because I need something. It's probably just like her motherly instinct. Boy. Sorry, Mom. I don't mean to worry you. I'm playing Elden Ring, okay? I'm hanging out with my friends. Alright. Please go right through them, for the love of God. This. I'm going to aim at the furthest one away. Go right through them, please. Oh, yeah. Heat beam eye blast. Heat beam eye blast. That's a great Jackie Chan Adventures episode, by the way. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend you check it out. It's good. Okay, we need to go over there because there was an item. Yeah. The guy, I don't remember his name, but the guy with the... He's got the red hair. No. He's got the red hair, and he... Holy grease, alright. That's gonna be great for this fight. We'll do 5 whole extra damage per hit. The guy with the red hair that screams all of his attacks. Like, he always has to name the attacks that he's using. And it's a running theme in every episode. It pisses off the enemies that he fights. It's really funny. They do not like it. Like, every time he gets into a fight with Jackie Chan, he's like, why do you have to scream all of your attacks? While he's, like, fighting him off. And, oh, man. And he gets his hands on the Tiger Talisman, and he's like, heat beam eye blast. Oh, it's great. Okay, so. It's time to fight our dear fellow Godfrey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to need some protection. Do 3 of those. There we go. Get rid of this. Hughes is equipped. We're good there. I'll keep the spear on, I think. Unless... Yeah, I'll keep the spear on because I think that might be our best bet damage-wise for him. Like, 636 damage versus 730, so almost 100 extra damage per hit with this sword. But the problem is, I think Godfrey, because he's considered an armored enemy, even though this isn't his physical form we're going to fight, it's just a golden version of him. I say just a golden version of him like he's not going to kill me in 2 fucking hits. But the thing about this form is I'm pretty sure he takes more damage from thrust attacks versus slash attacks. So despite this having higher AR, I'm pretty sure the spear is going to do better against him as a whole. Because not only is it significantly faster, but the damage type will do better against him entirely. So... yeah, let's do our thing and eat this guy. Get in here, Hughes. Alright, he's gonna launch his thing at me, I think. Yep. There he goes. Come on, Hughes. Okay, that does all right. Nah, bro. Ooh! That was kind of funny. Oh yeah, he's got that stomp, man. Oh my god, we just did almost 1,000 damage to him with that hit. Okay, his stomp is for real. That, you need to know about him. Like, you don't want to roll too soon, man. He will bait you with those windups. Alright, let's bubble up so he doesn't two-shot us. Bam! And I don't know if you can posture break a spirit. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, give me that talisman pouch. Dude, I am covered in blood, and he was not even bloody. He didn't have flesh or a body. That's how bad I just destroyed him. Thanks again, Hughes, my bodyguard. He probably was totally unnecessary in that fight, but I don't know. I love him, man. Like, as soon as he starts gaveling people, I'm just like, get him! Oh, I get so hyped. So, let's see. This odd, dark part of the room right here, and there's nothing. It's so weird. Oh, I'm all clean. That's right, you get cleaned up if you rested a grace. So there's kind of a tricky item up here that I want to get. It's up on that thing, and it's not easy to get. It's going to take a little bit of effort. But first, we're going to go out here. Look over this edge. Oh God, what is that? Water? That's death. Isn't that ridiculous, man? Like, guarantee you in any other game, it'd be just fine. It'd just take a dip, you know? Take the edge off after killing the shade of a god just now, but no, not today, brother. Completely missed opportunity. That could totally be a fake wall, but guess not. But no, man, in a Souls game, like, you're dead. You're toast. Like, you fuck around with water in these games, you're done. That's Miyazaki's energy, man, when he just puts even the slightest body of water in this game. The slightest. Tiniest little pond, pool, tucked inside of a building. And he's like, you go anywhere near that water and you're dead! You and everybody you know, they're dead! I wonder if I can get up on this ledge. Does not look like it. Oh, I can. Can I go on that roof, though, is the question. Oh, it's pushing me off. I don't know if I can. Well, the problem... Maybe I can, but the problem is, why should I? Like, there's no getting back up. I mean, there is. I could warp, but, like... You guys know what I'm saying. At what cost? I'm just trying to look out every balcony. I'm trying to say, oh, those guys respawn so you can farm their gear. I'm just trying to look over every balcony, trying to find every single thing. I want to do all the stuff. Okay. And then we got Tree Sentinel. Not trees. Why do I keep doing that? I keep calling Crucible Knights Tree Sentinels, and they're not the same. Crucible Knights are far superior. So this is the statue, and here's the developer message. Regression alone reveals secrets. So when I first ran into this, in my first playthrough, I saw that word regression, and I was like, I swear I saw an incantation or a spell under that name. And so I went back to the Turtle Pope and everybody until I found it and was like, aha. So if you use that in front of this statue, two things happen. I'll show it, don't worry. One, this statue of Radagon, which it's clearly Radagon. Look at his raging manly pecs. And lack of bust, I suppose, and it turns him into America. And then this developer message also changes. It doesn't say regression alone reveals secrets anymore. It turns into a message that says Radagon is America, or America is Radagon. One of the two. They're the same thing. Okay, make sure there's no... Because you know what they would do here, right? Like this part, and this is going to be kind of a throwback. This part kind of reminds me of Dark Souls 2, the Ivory King DLC, when you're going down the steps to fight those Ice Knights, and it's just like, it's set up exactly like this. The color is different, and the graphics are better, and the Dark Souls 2 is just... We're not going to get into that, but there were like dogs kind of waiting on the side of the steps, and it was meant to bait you down and go fight the Ice Knights because they shoot at you, man. They do a ton of damage from far away, and that's an interesting statue that the perfumer is kneeling to. We're going to take a look at that in a second, but no way! Fine. I mean, we can get straight up dirty if you want. Like, this spear... Y'all stand no chance against this spear. I was going to try to, like, fight you, but... Supersonic hearing, I guess they have. But the Ice Knights would shoot at you and do a ton of damage with that stupid fucking rapier that everybody used in PvP. And then the dogs that were waiting around the corner would come and get you from behind and bite you in the asshole, and it sucked. So this thing, it looks like just a branch, but it also looks like that trumpet that those things use, like the one that has the bubbles. And this statue has kind of a strange, like, I don't know, Voldemort-looking face, I guess. The boy who lived. Come to die. I can't do his voice. I'm not really big on Harry Potter. Hey! You gonna come back? Well, I guess I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to fight this stupid fucking Crucible Knight. But alright. It's perfectly fine with me. Let me just do my thing. We're going to get some fire damage. I should use my other talisman pouch, man. We have another one, and we should use it. Oh, yeah. You don't like that fire, do you, my friend? You won't even dodge, dude. Yeah, sorry, man. I'm just trying to get rid of you. Like, surely you understand. Oh, no! Ugh. You don't do that. You didn't even drop anything, man. Sorry if I just blew your guys' eardrums out. I really, really hate that attack. Like, the way they just launch forward at the last second. Oh, I hate it. Okay, that guy better not have disappeared. Where are you? You motherfucker. Come back here. Right. Barrier of Gold. So this spell in particular, if I can figure out how to use the menu, this particular spell, we're going to look at it real quick. So, greatly increases magic negation for self and allies. It's a little different from the one that we bought. This one, magic fortification. So, this costs 20, right? There's a reason I want to make this comparison. This is just for you, and it costs 20. This costs 30. It only costs 10 more, but it significantly raises your magic negation, like almost double what this one will. And this one is a group buff, so it'll work for your summons too, or other players for that matter, if you're playing online. So, you want my input on that, and I know you didn't ask for it, but I'm giving it to you anyway. If you want my input on that, go with that one every single time. It just makes so much more sense. Like, it doesn't... See, this is kind of the math system that I use before I make just about any purchase that involves spending money or otherwise. But if it doesn't cost twice as much, but it's twice as good, do it. Like, that's a deal. Okay, I need to drop down there without fucking dying. Okay, here we go. Where's the kitty one? Here we go. Okay, that was easy. I overreacted, overprepared entirely. What was I even wearing? Was it this? No, it's this. Okay. We have a 4th and final talisman slot. Fuck yeah. We are gonna go for that damage, my friend. Oh, God, I forgot. Eee. Alright, we need to... Oh, no! This is bad. This is really bad. Oh, no. It's all coming together. Oh, I mean, he blew the trumpet. Alright. Oh, God. You know what? I'm not scared of you guys. I'm not scared of any of you. Especially not you. What, you think that's gonna work on me, dude? Come here. Yeah, some gate guard you are. Yeah, get fucked. Shoo! Anyway, hello? Let me pull up my map, please. Who's after me? There's no way somebody's after me right now. Is it because of the stupid trumpet? It's gotta be. There we go. Alright, where is... Is it this one? No, it's this one. Yes, Erd Tree Sanctuary. Alright, we're gonna fight our way back down. We are not gonna fuck up this time. That was embarrassing. I can't believe I did that, man. That was so annoying. Alright. I'm expecting a particular person whose table I dislike to show up in this level. And oh boy, is it going to be a satisfying confrontation. Okay. Here we go again. Maybe if I'm quick. Nope. Maybe that one dead ahead. I mean, he didn't turn around, so maybe that would have done it. Here we go. Oh no, he's bubbled. That's the worst. Eat. Yeah. How? I kind of want their armor. I might farm them for that. Just because it's good. Like, well, I mean, like, okay, stat-wise, I can't really speak on it stat-wise, but, like, it looks good. I really like the way it looks. A lot. Get up there. Get up there. Without dying, damn it. Because that's what I'm at risk of doing. Come on. Get up. Get up. There we go. Look at this dude. Look at this guy. They're just waiting for me, man. They do not want you to get this spear because they know it's good. Yeah, man. Yeah, what are you gonna do, bro? Hold on a minute. Let me get ready for you. Oh, shit. Nah, bro. I am the son of Legolas. You will not get a shot off. Nuh-uh. Now I'm gonna wait for you to die because you are virtually the only one over there that can hurt me. There shouldn't be any other archers. Should be just him. Yeah. Come on. Come on. That was anticlimactic. Gimme! The bolt. Oh my god, Mom. Jesus. I swear I'm okay. Yes. My precious. 40 dexterity you gotta have to wield this bitch. Spear whittled from the weapon wielded by GRANSAX, one of the legendary armaments, and the only one I'll use that holds that name. Alright, except for the Sword of the Darkness Flame. That has that also, but these are the only two, I think. A great ancient dragon, GRANSAX, once reigned calamity upon the royal capital, the only time in historical record that Leyndell's walls have fallen. This marked the dawn of the war against the ancient dragons. And it has ancient lightning spear, and man, is it good. This thing only weighs 8.5 units. It is considered a regular spear. Look how fast it is. Yeah, it's not a great spear, it's a regular spear. It's kind of heavy for a regular spear, but does need the somber smithing stones to, well, we're not going to waste this opportunity. Let me just go show you what this thing can do. Like, we're not even going to upgrade it. I'm going to show you how badass it is before we end this episode, because I know I usually try to go about an hour or so, but my mom has tried to call me 3 times now. She desperately wants to return my call. That's the only reason she's calling me right now, is because I tried to call her earlier and she was probably busy or working or something. She just moved to her new assignment in Florida, so she's a little bit different time zone than me, and I didn't think about that, but I don't want to stress her out by not answering her, so I'm going to do this showcase for you guys, and then I'm going to end the episode. Watch this shit. Are you kidding me? I mean, just look at this animation, and look at the way... Oh my god! The range. And if you charge it... Oh my god, the poise damage. The damage if you charge it. Like, what the hell? Oh, man. Imagine if we upgrade it and put on something that increases our lightning damage. Okay, that was slightly anticlimactic, but we can still finish him. Where are you running? Oh man, did you see that? When I landed that killing blow, that little red electricity that like flared up the body, it looked kind of like Gohan's beast form. Man, you got me all excited. I was really hoping that was going to be the armor that I was like half wishing for a second ago. So yeah, this thing is dumb good. Like, our damage with it, unupgraded, is 215. Doesn't seem ridiculous. But you saw what it did to those perfumers. Like, you saw what happened when we charged up the blast. Like, you best believe we're going to waste our tier 8 stone on this thing. I need to look at it. It's so... Oh my god. This is such a cool weapon. This is something I've been looking forward to getting the entire playthrough. I'm glad.
Well, I took you no matter.
Yeah, you thought I was dead. I know, you thought I was going to get got. What? I can't. Okay. Hold on. Let me just do this before I end the episode. I don't want to just ditch you guys. I know you guys want to see what that output is, right? You want to see this damage that we get, this big boy damage. Alright, we need one of these. Had plenty of those. Well, we need one of these. Glad I looked. And I know for a fact we have a 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, we should be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's your daily dose of Sesame Street. Do you say anything after I kill Godfrey? Well, I say to you, Gideon Ofnir, next time we see each other, we'll not be here. And no, we will not be cool. Why did I rest? Alright, let's upgrade this bitch. Assuming we, okay, yeah, we have 100 and something thousand runes. We're good. I don't really need to level up, so we can spend some money. Oh, yes. Give me the goods. Alright, what was our damage before? 215? What is it now? 527. It has doubled. Yes. Yes, indeed. Now I can't wait to see what this lightning bolt will do to our enemies. Holy shit. I'm excited to use this weapon. It's great. Well, alright guys. I think that was a pretty eventful episode. This one is running just a little bit shorter, but like I said, my mom is like struggling to get a hold of me. She keeps calling me, so I'm going to kill it here at like 50 minutes or so. And, which is still a solid episode. We got a lot done. We beat Godfrey, round 1 at least. We're going to have to fight him again. But we're clearing most of the capital. We need to go down into the lower level and do all of that nonsense, which is going to be a lot of fun. But thank you so much for continuing to join me on the in-depth playthrough of Elden Ring. I've been your faithful host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and I will catch all of you guys in the next video.